Yes, sir. Oh man. Um, Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the Doja room. Officer Ricky. Goddamn, my boy. Yeah, we gotta get back to it. We gotta get back to it. We gotta get back to it. Welcome back to the Doja room. It is still the first, but man, it's been some waves going on today. So I'm not gonna lie, we got a full itinerary today because I've been sitting, I've been watching, I've been just listening to some reactions pertaining to what's been going on with my boy Officer Rick Ross. So real quick, for the people who are just now getting tuned in, sometime this morning, probably about I'm on New York time, Eastern time, so probably about around 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, I would say that it would seem that Officer Ricky, my boy Officer Ricky, thought that he was going to be able to just go waltz his way into Canada and do his set, do his thing, and then at the end of the set he thought it was going to just be cool for him to just let the Not Like Us record to just play, and just he thought he was just going to get away with doing that. So and that resulted in this. Mm-hmm. Now, that's what kind of set the world off this morning, and ever since then, it's been quite the day. I mean, it's definitely not a good look for my boy Officer Ricky, and honestly, I don't get why niggas are going so hard with the trolling, but it ain't worth this, my boy, because personally, you got off easy. If you ask me, this nigga got off easy. So I already broke down a lot of this and gave a little bit of my thoughts pertaining to this situation. We had a little bit of a play-by-play earlier, but as of right now, let me pull this back up. As of right now, what I want to do is hop into just a couple of reactions that I found. It's completely crazy. Now, you got some unhinged individuals on the internet who just sit here and they can't wait for a moment like this to arise, and really any moment, because they're going to try to spin this moment however they can to try to make this nigga Drake seem as crazy as possible. So here's a bunch of people flying off the handle, going crazy just because they got their personal beef. And like I said a couple episodes ago, I've realized this isn't about Kendrick and Drake having a rap battle. This is just a whole bunch of niggas that hate Drake, and they feel like they gotta get they shit off. You like, you know what I'm saying? Like they really feel like this is their moment to be able to take down the king, to take down this person who has been winning consistently, and they're tired of it, quite frankly. So I want to react first to this channel right here. Tisa Tells. I mean, you a pretty young lady, you know what I'm saying, all that, but you bugging out, ma. And I always realize, like, the bitches who be on this super woke eucalyptus eating, yoga doing, you know what I'm saying, high moral ground standing, super black, they always got a little background like this, like with the little plant and the, I don't know. But let's get into it, you know what I'm saying?
So when I say white, I am talking about the cultural aspect. I don't care what the overseas definitions of white, black are. In America, we all know, and in Canada, it's not about what your DNA is. It is a cultural construct. It's about what you look like. Let me just get this out, and then we go and get to the evidence, because Drake is rolling with white nationalists. How disassociated from your blackness do you have to be? How pathetic do you have to be? How much of a cornball do you have to be that at the end?
Now, peep right here, right? How she is over here questioning this nigga or shaming him and asking this nigga basically, like, why aren't you connected with your blackness? Why aren't you embracing your blackness? That's basically what she's over here saying right now. And I find this absurd with what she's about to continue to dribble, because she goes back and forth the entire time, basically saying a whole bunch of nothing and contradicting herself the entire time. But let's let her, do whatever she's doing. Shit is crazy.
At the end of the day, you couldn't even get any games from your own people to write out. You got to get some white nationalists. Imagine liking posts of a video of
Drake is white and black. Regardless of if a white nigga punched Ross or if a black nigga punched Ross, they both his people. Like, why is this so hard to understand? I be trying to figure out, but it's like people are, they seem to not be able to grasp the fact that you may have black ancestry and white ancestry, and you may be able to see life from both sides. You may have a little bit of privilege on both sides. You may be at a disadvantage on both sides, but even still, why is this concept so hard for people like this to grasp? Because it's clear she somewhat understands it, but she plays oblivious and plays dumb for whatever reason. Just because, like I said, niggas got a personal gripe against the nigga Drake, so they want to take it out saying some bullshit.
A black man being jumped by white national racist gang members, calling him the N-word, and
that's not true. And why do we know that's not true? Let's roll this back right here, because we at the perfect point right here, right? And this is why, like, a lot of y'all need to just stop hopping on here, because y'all are biased to a. I'm biased too. We all biased, right? But I'm not biased to the point where I'm not going to tell the truth. I'm not biased to the point where I'm just going to blatantly lie about reality or disregard reality. You know what I'm saying? So what we about to see here is exactly the opposite of what she's saying, because as you can see, when Ross pulled up to this young man right here, who's the one yelling nigga the entire time, when Ross pulled up to this young man right here and thought he might have he looked like he was going to get a nice little sneak in, but he spotted Ross, and he says what? Okay, who's the second person saying nigga? That is this man right here standing in front of Ross, also not a white person. So these two people right here are the ones saying nigga. He's saying what's up, nigga. He's backing Ross up. He's telling these niggas what's up, nigga. He has the bottle in his hand. This is the nigga with the Bel Air bottle or the Rose bottle, whatever the fuck, Douce bottle, whatever this nigga Ross is drinking these days. But these are not white people saying nigga. And then also, it's just crazy to sit here and claim to know who's saying nigga for real. Obviously, you can honestly see who the two people I pointed out. You can see that they were the people clearly saying nigga. But to sit here and be like, oh, well, it was just a bunch of white people saying nigga. Like, well, you couldn't have been watching the video. There's no way you was watching the same video. There's no way you was watching the same video. You just found a narrative that sounded good and you wanted to run with it. And that's fine. But a lot of you niggas just need to admit that you hate Drake, that you hate the nigga, and there's nothing that he can possibly do to ever change your mind to get in your good graces, which he shouldn't have to, or he shouldn't even be worried about doing. But at the same time, you niggas try to come off as if you're speaking from a place of logic, as if you're speaking from a subjective standpoint of view, when you're not. When you're not. Y'all niggas ain't just calling shit like y'all see it. Y'all niggas are, look, you hate the niggas, so you want to take whatever sounds good and paint a picture with it. I get it. But we gonna hear some more of this dribble.
Drake likes it. That's how desperate he is. That's how much he is. He literally is, in my opinion, a narcissist.
Let me show you how we do stuff around here.
Here these joints go with this fucking narcissist word. One of the buzzwords. The narcissist shit. Motherfuckers just throwing around the narcissist shit. Like, first of all, notice how Drake is nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. And everybody is quick to, well, at least the Kendrick fans and the Kendrick haters, these niggas are quick to jump down on this and take the moral high ground all of a sudden. These niggas love doing this. They love taking the Mr. Perfect route or we're so perfect route. And then they do this.
No Face from Spirited Away before the Good Witch got a hold of him. And he was just like, he is no one. He is a ghost. He is an abomination. And he's actually a horrible effing person. But let's get back into this.
How do you know the nigga's a horrible person? I'm sorry, who are you? How do you know the nigga is a horrible person? What are you talking about?
Yes, I'm going to hit off the people that's going to be like naysayers defending the Hells Angels. Yes, there are all Latino chapters, but guess what? These are the same way you saw Latinos siding with white supremacists. They are the ones that are hateful, that want to side with power and white nationalism. Okay? They do not, again, most Latinos, a lot of Latino tattletales jump in this chat and tell them about your people. Peace-loving Mexicans were just one stop over on the slave ship. They got their own varied culture. Everybody, even 1 feet of power. Again, we fought these mofos for over 400 years. We know all the tricks. They ain't never going to let you have an equal seat at the table. They only want you to be their pets.
And here again, like, she's one of these people who wants to take this us versus them argument to every fucking topic known to man and try to incorporate it into every fucking situation that pops up. And first of all, it's not that deep. Like, it's not even that fucking deep. And then the fact that you niggas keep on trying to push this culture vulture shit, at the end of the day, the nigga was going around uplifting and having a positive effect on people more than not. So I don't really see how y'all can continue to perpetuate this narrative as if this man is a culture vulture, just coming to raid our culture and take it away. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Fine with being that, that's fine. But let's get into the evidence that we have. First of all, let's bring DJ Academic's goofy self into this. A lot of you guys might not know, but most of y'all do know because Act has a bigger following than me and he's been on this game. Academics, once again, is up to his goofy A ways. I see why Academics and Drake are so tight. Culture vultures. Act.
Again, and this will be the thing, right? And what she's gonna expose herself. First of all, y'all be the motherfuckers over here calling niggas culture vultures and shit like that, right? When the niggas that you're speaking on know more about the culture than you, they're more in tune with the culture than you. You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. You don't even know what you're speaking on. So why are you sitting here talking about culture vultures? Bitch, at the end of the day, you the culture vulture. Cause you can tell that this is not what you don't really subscribe to this. You don't really be bumping Ross like that. Let's keep it a buck. You don't really bump Ross, Drake, Kendrick, all these motherfuckers that y'all niggas over here swearing to God on. Like, come on. At the end of the day, y'all sit here and sit in the corner mad about these quote unquote culture vultures just because these niggas might have rubbed you the wrong way, one way or another. But they're more knowledgeable about the culture than you. They're more in tune with the culture than you are. At the end of the day, you get in front of this mic and just talk and don't know what the fuck you're speaking on. I'm just keep it a buck with you, lady. Tisa. You don't know what you're talking about. You sound like a person who don't know what they're talking about. You just have a strong opinion about people. So you want to put your 2 cents in there. And that's exactly what this sounds like. This sounds like you don't know what the fuck is going on, but you just have a strong opinion about it. And that's fine too. That's fine too. But with your complexion, you should calm down on all of this culture vulture and dipping in it. You look mixed, ma'am. The fuck? But you look just as light as Drake.
I grew up in Jamaica, I believe. Okay, this is not to say he's not black. As you guys know, Jamaicans were just one.
But you do be trying to, and this is the hypocrisy, because you'll say this, but your entire argument will be, oh, but you're a culture vulture. I'm saying this, but you're not black. I'm not saying you're not black, but like what are you saying then? Do you know what you're saying? Do you know what you're saying, man? It don't sound like you do.
Stop over on the slave ship. They got their own varied culture, which we respect. However, Academics, when he started shining a light on what was going on in Chicago, he looked at it from the point of a culture vulture. He had no connection at all to the people in Chicago that were passing away, dying, the gang violence. He looked at it as a video game. He used it as an opportunity,
in her opinion. Bitch, did you watch those videos? Were you watching those videos? Were you in tune with what was going on with Chicago at that time? Were you doing anything about it? I don't know who this is, but I would hope that if you was doing anything like that around this time, or if you was doing this YouTube shit around that time, that you was putting your 2 cents on the Chicago situation, perhaps how it should be. I mean, it's not like the shit ain't still going down. Maybe you can show niggas how it's done. Maybe you can show niggas how it's done. Show somebody how it's done. Show Academics how it's done. Show him how you should cover Chicago. Look, at the end of the day, I'm tired of y'all, and Academics done said it too. You motherfuckers want to sit here and act like this nigga is the sole responsibility of niggas over here dying in Chicago. A bunch of shit contributes to that shit. That shit, Academics should be the last person you're pointing at of why niggas is dropping like flies in Chicago. At the end of the day, these niggas are making music about their ops. These niggas is dancing, pissing on their ops' graves, making videos at their ops' graves, disrespecting the dead on the daily. Like, and you want to, and this is that's academics' fault. At the end of the day, y'all niggas need to get over it. There's mad niggas from Chicago, from Chief Keef to Dirk to Lil Reese, all of these niggas who done cleared it. Y'all niggas is over here more mad about some shit than the people who is actually involved are mad about. At this point, is bitch, give it up. You don't know what you're talking. Then this is what I'm saying. You don't know what you're talking about. Because if you was really in tune with the culture, you would know that this is a nothing burger. If you was really in tune with the culture, you would know that you're saying nothing right now. You would know that you're saying some shit that's already been debunked. It's done. You can still feel however your opinion is about it. But at the end of the day, nobody gives a fuck about your opinion because, nigga, even the people that was there living it don't give a fuck about what you're talking about right now. You just wasting time. You just running out the clock, baby. The fuck?
Opinion to grow his platform so that, and you listen, academics is amusing. His fluffy self is a clown, but let's not forget how he grew his platform and how he got famous, okay? Before he was D-Ride and Drake, he used his platform to instigate and stoke and take sheer delight.
And this is the crazy shit too. Now he instigated and did this. Like now academics is the puppet master, the puppeteer of Chicago, pinning one person against the next person, despite these niggas making diss songs to each other and killing each other already and having long history. He's just reporting it. Now, is he reporting it in a satirical way, in a comedic like way? Yes. But at the end of the day, yes, let's act like academics is the puppet master of Chicago, taking one person and putting them against the next. Maybe he's putting sprinkling a little bit of information over here in this neighborhood and sprinkling a little bit of information in another neighborhood and making them war and making them fights, all for his entertainment, all for his gain, so he can make YouTube videos, right? Right? That makes sense. This is the type of motherfuckers you got on the internet with 450K subscribers. That's why I had to get on here. Shit, if y'all listening to this dumbass, then yeah, let me get paid too.
Right? We all know, even now, he's shown you are on UMG's payroll. Maybe not, he's not getting money, but baby, he's getting paid in something. There is a quid pro quo going on, right? So if academics posted this,
now he got to be getting paid. Now he got to be getting paid to be saying what he be. Now he got to be getting paid to be saying what he's been saying for years. Okay, all right, man.
You know that Drake posted this. It said Rick Ross got jumped by the OVO goons and one of his entourage was left unconscious after they pulled up in Canada trying to play Not Like Us. Now, there is a whole video about it. It's about 2 minutes, 36 seconds. Ask yourself this. How'd they get such a clear video? This was a setup. But there's more, y'all. I'm going deeper. Just wake up. It's early in the morning. I know y'all surprised.
By the way, this wasn't a setup. By the way, this had nothing to do with Drake setting anything up. By the way, this had little to nothing to do with Drake, nor did Drake authorize this. But she's about to go off and continue to dribble on, like I said, as if she knows what the fuck she's talking about. Let's hear it.
Me on live, because usually it's about Diddy, but baby, yeah. So just let me cook, okay? So that happened, of course. What can we say? He posted it. Now, there is a video. It is on Twitter. I'm not going to show it because never in my life will I show a black men being jumped by racist white people while they're yelling the N-word. In my life, on God, I will never show that because it's not anything to glorify. But you know who did want to glorify this? Hold on, we got proof that they are.
I want to know, and again, I don't know this lady, but I wonder if the same sentiment, the same energy would be, you know, that if she would be feeling that same energy if it was Drake getting back down like this. I really want to know if you would be feeling the same energy if the shoe was on the other foot and Drake was out here getting packed out in LA somewhere. I really want to know if this is how she gonna feel. If this is the type of shit she gonna be talking.
Or that racist thing.
Highly doubt it.
So Quab said, like a lot of goofies, bro, the fight video had nothing to do with Drake. If you're from the city, I guess that's Toronto, right? Quab, okay. You know the people in the video. Great timing with the Not Like Us playing, though. Moral of the story, Ross should be moving with more security. Help his DJ and security recover quick. Now, here's the thing, because you know, I already have my thoughts on this, but I wanted to get evidence.
And let me go to the tweets that she's referring to real quick, because, again, she thinks she knows what she's talking about. That's all cool, fine, and dandy. But like he said, and I'm gonna just go down. He said, story time. He said Ross left the stage playing Not Like Us backstage. He was told it was disrespectful. Instead of walking away, Ross called redacted white boy and asked what he'll do. That led to what we all saw in the video. Drake did not send anyone. Those aren't OVO goons. So he said, you can believe the blogs, but this is the truth. Ross was giving many chances to walk away. He kept adding fuel to the fire. He made threats that I won't even share here. Some good people are being portrayed wrongly over Ross acting out. Just wanted to get that out there. So my sources are the people in the videos, but you goofballs are making theories up, which they are. You can see it right here. She has a whole fucking theory put together, and now she's about to show us evidence. So let's see her evidence.
Some proof. Okay. Here is a screen. So this is from, hold on, let me get a closer thing. I can't even read this. This is from. Like that shit was
shot on an Android phone, my boy.
Listen. So this is from the BC Demons. He said, so Big Homie said, I'm from Seattle. I say that to say you can't get caught lacking in BC by a Sikh gangster with a turban. Try it, blah, 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 respectfully. Top said it's definitely wild here. Hopefully this does not cause issues for other artists. I know a lot of organizers already had a tough time booking people. So the BC Demons in that sect are actually mostly Indian. Again, I will say this, and Black people, y'all know this to be true, no matter where you are. Racism and cultural racism. There might be people in that gang darker than Kendrick, Drake, and me combined. That doesn't matter. They are aligning with power. Whiteness in North America is a social construct. Hence why Meghan Markle is considered, still considered Black, right? Because it is a social construct. It doesn't matter what your skin color is or how pale your skin is. Drake doesn't understand this. Now, so Drake's liking this post because like Drake being a B-made N-word, I can't say it because my parents are in town and they already been getting on me about cursing too much. So yes, you getting PG rated Tisa until whatever, right? Drake is liking this post because he's a B-A N-word. He likes playing in the cut. He likes doing this. He likes doing that. He, in his mind.
Again, she is over here trying to describe to you what the fuck Drake is thinking, what he's doing, how he's puppeteering all of this in the background. When, again, similar to what I'm saying to academics, you just making shit up. You have no idea what you're talking about. You want to make this man out to be this fucking puppeteer master when the nigga had nothing to do with it. You're mad because at the end of the day, what people are happy about is Canada standing on business. And nothing that you're saying here is going to change that. People are just happy that Canada stand on business. Moral of the story is Rick Ross goes to Canada. Rick Ross plays Not Like Us. Rick Ross gets packed out. That's all people care about. So all of this interference and all of this damage control that you niggas is trying to run, it's for no reason. It's for no reason. I don't understand why you're doing all of this. It doesn't make sense. We can see the shit in video. I mean, at the end of the day, Ross is a grown man. It's way more from a man's standpoint of view. There's way more things that could have been done, but it just wasn't done. Security scared to engage a threat and to properly protect the nigga and do what they gotta do. I mean, I see why he had to run, but you feel me?
Imagines being a mob boss, because Drake don't have anything real. Drake grew up in Forest Hills, one of the most privileged Jewish enclaves in the world. Definitely, it is the most privileged in Canada. He never had any proximity to any street life at all. So to him, he is.
Now, how does she have this information again? But I'm gonna let her go off.
Basically some suburban kid watching Godfathers, Colors, Warriors, whatever you want to say, Scarface linked up, and that is the way he lives his life. But that's not over, y'all, because we have more info.
And again, you gotta watch out for people like this who just like spread propaganda, because that's what this is propaganda. And you really gotta watch out for people who just carelessly and nonchalantly just spread propaganda about shit they don't even care to do proper research on. I mean, if you're gonna take this hard of a stance, if you're gonna really die on this hill, at least properly do your research. I mean, look, I know what my video says. I know that shit says Rick Ross got packed out by OVO goons, because at the end of the day, like I said, that's all people care about. But I'm not as so delusional to sit here and be like, well, it might not exactly be goons sent from Drake. Drake that might not necessarily have a hand in it. But you know what? I respect it that them niggas stood on business as a country, as a unit. Because I just feel like that's how the West Coast moves. That's how a lot of motherfuckers in New York move. So, you know what I mean? But when you got people like this just spreading propaganda just carelessly, it's like, bro, take the mask off. Show us who you really are. Just say you a hateful motherfucker and you just hate certain people. Don't matter. You don't give a damn what they do. You don't give a fuck if they kiss babies 365 days a fucking year. She'll find a way to spin that shit too.
Let's get into this, and I'll take some questions from.
We have very good people.
Oh my God, these commercials. Yeah, they going crazy.
Okay. So anyway, in this Instagram feed where the gang members are laughing about what happened, okay? It shows that they know that it was an actual gang ordered hit, right?
She's already escalating this shit up to the status of a gang ordered hit, bro. Mind you, it's about 5 o'clock in the morning, maybe 6 o'clock. When did she? This was 12 hours ago. I'm not even about to do the math. We high. It's the Doja room. Y'all know what it is. Light went up. But look, she at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, as if she's gathered all of this fucking intel, all of this evidence. She went digging through Instagram and found everything she needed to find to figure out and come to the conclusion that this was a gang ordered hit. Holy shit.
Drake got the wolf pack of demons on his side now. Shit's about to get spicy. Imagine Drake having no support all over from all the other. Listen, y'all can tell I didn't grow up in gangland. I don't claim that's set, but Drake's understanding of black culture is so minuscule. He literally grew up on TV, watching TV. He thinks being a black man is being thug, hood, street.
Bitch, what are you talking about? What the fuck are you? And this is why I hate people that just sit here. Yo, again, people like this have a platform and will get up here and talk shit about a DJ Academics, in which, they can't even spell them niggas' name right. But they'll get up here and talk about a DJ Academics and talk about this and talk about that, when you're not even in tuned. You don't even know what you're talking about. Any person that knows Drake, first of all, the nigga is black. Y'all niggas need to stop this shit. Who are y'all to decide how black a nigga is? And this be the shit that I don't be getting, because, like, at first I never really cared about the conversation, but it gets to the point to where it's like, who are y'all to dictate a person, how black a person, like, why do y'all niggas give a fuck that much? But y'all will be the same people talking about colorism and this, that, the third, because y'all the only motherfuckers sitting here thinking about all of this shit. The nigga's black. He studies black culture, studied the culture. If he didn't study the culture, if he didn't study the greats, if he didn't study black people who are the culture, he wouldn't be as successful in the culture as he is today. So it's like, I be really trying to figure out why motherfuckers like this get up and feel like they can have the audacity to just speak out of their ass and just talk about nothing. Like, what are you fucking talking about, lady? You don't know what you're talking about at all.
Of course, that is a certain thing of our existence. Any race will say that. My issue with Drake, and the thing that really, really makes me mad, is the fact that he doesn't even see blackness as nuance. We are a monolith. The same way some kid in Italy about black culture, all you see is what's on BET, Love and Hip Hop, and whatever. You don't realize, yes, there are the gangsters, but there's also the term black excellence. There's also the scholars. There's also the peacemakers. There's also the good fathers. There's also the good...
Mind you, she's talking about the nigga who gave you Take Care. She wants you to sit here and believe that Drake sits here and makes gangster music all day, makes shoot 'em up, bang bang music all day. This is what she's trying to convince you of, that Drake sits here and thinks the only thing black culture means is being thug. The same nigga painting his nails right now. Yeah, that nigga. The nigga who serenades you every fucking album and has to have a whole fucking singing portion, looking out the window crying cause yeah. That nigga. She's trying to convince you the only thing he knows about black culture is shoot 'em up, bang bang, thug culture. Bitch, what is you talking about? You don't even believe what you saying. Bitches like this, they just talk. They just talk. Whatever comes to their brain first, they just let it fly out of their fucking mouths. Whatever sounds good. This is why it doesn't make sense. This is why she's constantly contradicting herself.
Mothers, you don't see that, but what's more, you don't want to see it. You don't want to identify with it. The same way he fetishized every single black woman he could, then ran and got a white, French, British porn star that looked just like his mama, her old nose and all, pregnant. It says a lot about who this man is. But then again, he treated her like trash too. But my whole point is, even his foray into black women was more of a fetish. It was more of a fetish. But let's get in. But that's my opinion.
Now, mind you, all of this, because, like, once again, Rick Ross is in Canada getting packed out by some random goons. And he thought shit was sweet. Drake, again, Drake is nowhere to be found, but here she is giving a whole dissertation, giving a whole speech from this situation right here. She giving us a whole dissertation, a whole speech because of this situation right here, and where Drake was nowhere to be found. Go ahead, look for yourself. Go ahead, try to find Drake. I promise you, you won't. So here she is building an entire narrative at 5 a.m. At 5 a.m., she is over here twisting a web of narratives this early in the morning. Look, she looks bored. She has nothing better to do. But to twist a web. I mean, I guess you got a channel. You got to keep people entertained. You got to make shit sound good. But the thing is, at the end of the day, now all of this is basically irrelevant because it's like we know none of the shit that you saying is true. If you wanted to go on a rant, hey, just label this a Drake rant. Just label it a Drake rant and make it easy on everybody. The only thing this title should say is Drake rant. Then we can just, hey, she just want to blow some steam about Drake. But don't sit here and act like you actually have an argument of why you hate the nigga. Don't sit here and act like you actually have an argument or a reason of why you're sitting here saying all the things that you're saying right now. Because at the end of the day, everything that you are saying, your whole storyline and storyboard has fallen apart at this point. Already, probably 5 minutes in, it was falling apart. So, my girl, you had 1 hour and 33 minutes for no reason of saying nothing, of just being salty, just pure salt. I don't recommend shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't recommend shit like that on y'all. But we're not gonna sit here and get into her whole thing and go through that whole 1 hour and 30 minutes of her saying nothing. You obviously get the gist. This bitch has nothing to bring to the table, but she just wanted to go on a Drake rant. So we'll let her say that. But maybe Tia, whatever the fuck your name is, maybe, word your shit a little bit better. Maybe take the mask off and just say it from your chest, say it with your heart, that you don't like Drake. You don't like the idea of Drake getting a win. You don't like the idea of Drake succeeding. You just don't like the nigga. Nothing about the nigga is appealing to you. So you can just say that. But don't get on the internet and make these narratives and actually act like you're talking about something. Actually act like you have a point that you're making. Actually act like you have evidence to back up these claims. Because you don't. You didn't. Now we're going to get into the next clown show real quick. Because this one is another... I don't know what the fuck these niggas... again, you got crowds like Tia, who, are the feminists who are mad about Drake disrespecting women and Megan Thee Stallion, their queen, and this person and that person. You have that crowd that we just got from watching and trying to bear through. I know it was painful, but it was necessary, because you got to be able to call these people out and spot these people from a mile away. And then you have these old head ass niggas who are the hip hop purists, the lyricism purist niggas who have a personal gripe against the new school against new hip hop, against people like Drake who can sing, who can rap, who may have had ghostwriters in the past, who may have had reference tracks in the past. These niggas, as I said before, they felt like that Kendrick Lamar versus Drake moment was their moment. They felt like that moment was their moment to say true hip hop really still reigns supreme over all that other shit. Hip hop reigns supreme. Real rap reigns supreme. Real lyricism reigns supreme. And so these niggas are just permanently stuck in that setting, you know, in factory settings. But we're going to get into a little bit of what they're talking about here because, again, you see the pattern of you have this situation, which is its own situation, but people continuously want to blame and attach this to Drake and somehow justify whatever Kendrick has ever said or justify even bringing Kendrick into the conversation at all, which makes no sense. But hey, we're gonna let these niggas cook.
When Pusha T went to Canada, and you saw some little crazy boys jump on stage, and there was some other things that went on that, of course, Pusha T is not going to flex into the public to give Drake that clout, but he did speak with folks behind the scenes about other things that took place with him in Canada. And so from that point on, he was officially banned from Canada. Probably did him a favor. Again, Drake has rapped on Meltdown when he said, "You're scared of the six, you're scared of..." He did all of that and that voodoo chanting and all that stuff on there. More than likely, it saved Pusha T's life, as we told you all. And depending on how far Metro Boomin and Future takes their "We Don't Trust You" tour, I said personally, I don't think they should go ahead and continue that Canadian leg. No offense to the Canadians, but your warlord out there is
They
on some
probably
other type of
shouldn't.
stuff right now. And clearly, as you've seen with the, I guess, I don't know what it is, like the Russian Canadian guys that was over there jumping Rick Ross and his squad. So he was ambushed. And they had Not Like Us conveniently playing the part where you had to pop out and show niggas in the background. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we talked about the PR branding campaign is not working on the forefront, but we always said there was going to be two folds here. You was going to have Drake and UMG and the people concerning UMG to reintroduce him or attempt to reintroduce him through the likes of R&B, bad R&B at that, Camila Cabello. And then on the other side of the game, because of course Drake is
R&B?
immensely concerned about his lack thereof street image.
Those Camila Cabello tracks was R&B. Let me see something real quick. Cause sometimes I gotta just. Damn, what's that Drake and what's that shit called? Hot something. Hot Uptown. You would call that? It's my love trying to calm me down. That's R&B. Y'all let me know. Is that that's R&B? That's what we. Okay. All right. Okay.
In the rap game, the rap genre. And so, of course, there was going to be some roughhousing behind the scenes as we talked about this, that this was going to take place with any of the rappers that has participated in the battle of the words back and forth going with Drake. They were going to meet some sort of physical or at least some sort of sabotage to their performances, and it's going to continue. And I would even suspect, even with the likes of Kendrick Lamar touching down in Canada. Again, look, I know people will say, those people who know understand that there will always be retribution, and even behind this situation, trust me, better believe there's going to be some forms of retaliation that will take place, because just like Rick Ross has the tour, Drake has the tour himself and some of his people, and that would even include the likes.
Yeah, this is just niggas just wishing that some shit would go down. You know what I mean? You just wishing for some shit to go down. But we gonna get past all this motherfucking dribbling and niggas talking about shit, because you got these old heads thinking they know what the fuck they talking about too. But at the end of the day, y'all niggas ain't in touch with the culture anymore either. Y'all niggas is not in tune. Y'all niggas are just talking, and certain shit y'all just not aware of or don't have enough knowledge to be speaking on. But y'all speak about it anyway. Talk about some Method Man and DMX shit. That's your area of expertise. Educate us on that era, because here you don't know what you're talking about here. Let's get into
buy
it.
into the imagination. Let's go.
That's what it is. That's why on June 20th we had an exclusive Patreon. Again, go check it out. June 20th, we had an exclusive Patreon where we talked about Drake wants revenge and Kendrick keeps whooping feet. We talked about the bad blood. We talked about Top 5 and Baka online, saying they want to touch the Weeknd, also known as Abel. Talking about the West Coast, talking about, oh, Abel, you think you West Coast now? I get it's the origin for some of our, gang situations out here in Canada, but, you supposed to be over here with us. So they already let people know. I mean, last year, let's not forget what happened to DJ Drama, even after Drake lied and made it seem like they were cool again. No. But he got jumped by Drake goons last year. So Drake is out for revenge. Again, go check that. It's an important Patreon stream we did June 20th, where we talked about Drake wants revenge. Drake is out for blood, and he wants to try to get back his street cred.
What? Yo, what the fuck are y'all niggas talking about? Drake is out for revenge. He's out for blood. He's trying to get his street cred back. Like, bitch, what are you talking about? Like, you sound fucking stupid. See, this is the shit I'm talking about. This is the exact shit I'm talking about. Like, y'all niggas will get up here and talk shit about academics and this person and that person, but y'all will also simultaneously be saying shit like this. What the fuck are you talking about? These niggas can't decide if Drake is a little white boy from a good part of Canada or a fucking mob boss mastermind fucking shoot 'em up bang bang gangster. Like which one is it? Which fucking one is it? You niggas sound crazy. Like, what are y'all niggas talking about for real? Like, I don't get why y'all niggas hop behind a computer and a microphone and think. And yes, I'm saying this just starting my channel off, just getting into the Doja room. We've been doing this for a minute in the Doja room though. But yes, I'm saying this. What makes y'all niggas think y'all can just hop on a mic and just say anything and just take it as gospel? Like, y'all really don't know what you're talking about. If you really want to do this hip-hop shit, then stay in tune. But if this is not your genre, this is not your era, bro, talk about Method Man. Talk about Redman, LL Cool J or something. Nigga, Kumo D, nigga, talk about some shit like that, nigga, however old you niggas is. Because you niggas don't know about what's going on right now. You're not. You don't. You can't. But then at the end of the day, I don't even think that would have anything to do with your knowledge of hip hop, because you niggas just sound crazy, period. You niggas just sound dumb, period. Y'all niggas sound like idiots. Like, y'all really gotta sit here and I don't know if y'all niggas have a script or whatever, but y'all niggas need to take some time. Y'all maybe I don't think y'all niggas can get it like these. Not like me. Take some time before you just hop up behind a mic to let it marinate. Because you can't just spit off the dome like this and make sense. It's obvious. It's hard to do. I ain't gonna hold you, especially when you in a Doja room like me and you done put a couple in the air. But even still, me off of 3 of them things, nigga, I'm still more sound than anything that these niggas is saying right here. Cause y'all niggas sound fucking crazy. Y'all niggas sound like the real lunatics, nigga. Drake's out for blood. He's trying to get his street cred back, bruh. Yeah, I hope and niggas will be in the comments like this shit like here, taking this shit for gospel. Drake is moving like he hates black people, the way he objectifies and uses black women, his main fan base, only to discard them after they were no longer like. Oh man, yeah, this shit is hilarious, son. This shit is hilarious. Like y'all really be making up y'all should write books. All of you niggas should be authors. Get together, write a big ass Drake hate book. I promise you, it'll be the greatest fictional story you've ever heard in your fucking life. It might be better than fucking the Chronicles of Narnia, Lord of the Rings, and Harry Potter put together, nigga. I promise you, nigga. I promise you these niggas should be authors, nigga. Because the stories that they come up with, unmatched. Unmatched. I've never heard anything like it.
Sorry, because it's Drake. I actually said Drake is out for plasma.
You know, and
Drake
Rick
is out
Ross,
for plasma.
we had a video on YouTube where we talked about how important Rick Ross is to this battle, because Rick Ross was the one who started BBL Drizzy. He was the one who started BBL.
Rick Ross is important to the battle because he started BBL Drizzy. How is that important to a battle that nobody wanted to hear from? Nobody wanted to hear from Ross. Ross dropped the track, but nobody wanted to hear a Ross diss track. It was nice. We got it anyway. But we wasn't waiting to hear from Ross. Nobody wanted it to be a Drake v. Ross. Maybe now you can, Drake can handle this nigga 1v1, pack him out too, get him up out of here. But I don't get it, my nigga.
Drizzy. He said the half black white nose. He said you cut up your nose because you didn't want to look like your daddy. And we said that Rick Ross diss record was extremely effective. When we first said it, people was like, nah, I thought crimes, get out of here. No one wants to listen to Rick Ross. Look, we didn't want Rick Ross to enter it at first as well, and we said we wanted it to be between Kendrick and Drake. But when Rick Ross came out with his diss record, we said it was funny and he executed it well.
Old school got busy.
And it really touched the subconscious of Drake to the point where he went online and said this weird thing on Instagram about mommy. Rick Ross is racist and all this other corny stuff.
It seemed like he was
The fuck y'all niggas talking about, bro?
trying to make a joke, but we couldn't tell.
Yeah, we couldn't tell. I mean, it looked like
tell.
he was trying to joke about.
You couldn't tell because you niggas are obviously fucking illiterate. Number one. Number two, y'all niggas sound like you getting old as fuck. So your memory obviously isn't what it used to be. Okay? So what I'm gonna need you to do, this is what you should do. From now on, when you're making a show like this, do a little research. Get your materials together. Get your screenshots, all of that shit. So the shit that you're talking about and claiming, you can have the facts sitting right in front of you. It's not hard. It's not hard. That's what you should do from now on. Because, once again, you're trying to recall something and it's not landing for you because you're just trying to recall some shit that you wasn't interested in hearing in the first place. You didn't want to see Drake unbothered. So, therefore, you're spinning this how you want to spin it or how you perceive it. But at the end of the day, just do a little research. It'll help y'all niggas out. I promise.
It's kind of like a Jay Leno joke. Like,
right, but
was
it bombed.
Yeah.
Rick Ross dagger lyricism and his jokes cut Drake deep. It cut Drake really deep, and it set the tone for the humor that we would later see with the BBL Dream.
Yo, lately, Star Wars have been so trash, but I promise you, please, Disney, if you're listening, these niggas, the niggas in the comments, Shorty from the last video, just let them write Star Wars. I promise you, it will be 1,000 times better. 1,000 times better whatever you have in the sweatshop right now. These niggas could write a story so masterful that they can single-handedly bring Star Wars back to its glory days, to the golden age, but single-handedly by themselves. This is how good storytellers they are. Just consider it. You know what I'm saying? Now look, I'm trying to get some money in your niggas' pockets. You feel me?
Jersey competition, and then Metro Boomin remixing the song, and all this other stuff. Rick Ross set the tone and the template for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, here's the thing, and again, if you have been following us as we have been covering this event known as Drake, Kenny, and Company. Okay, now we talked about this was going to take place. Now, the other side of the game is this. Let's be real. There is more than one reason why Drake moved to Texas. I know people wanted to go on the notion of teenage love and all this other stuff, and I leave that for the T-folk. My personal opinion is because dirt is about to be done. So you need to be closer to, like Kendrick said, your daddy. Okay?
Yo, this is what I be hating about old niggas sometimes, because old heads be getting so caught up in the theory, like they just start making up entire storylines and reasonings to why you function and do the things that you do, and this, that, like Drake bought the crib before the beef. If I'm correct, he bought it before the Like That verse. So I really don't get it. Like, what are you, like, you niggas is like, y'all niggas are in shambles. Y'all grasping at straws. The nigga been purchased the house. Y'all niggas is over here talking about he got the house in Houston so he can be close to daddy and all type of dumb shit. Like, this is what I'm saying. Niggas like this would be criticizing academics and this person and Joe Budden and that person and Adam 22. But these niggas are more knowledgeable about what's going on in the culture than you. Their information is better than yours. Their intel is better than yours. They are more accurate in what they're saying, regardless of if you like them or not. It's better than to listen to this. And if you do listen to shit like this, bro, I feel bad for you. This is why the Doja Room is here. Because this shit, yeah. This shit is crazy. I'm gonna let these niggas go on for a little bit more before I finish. I cut this shit off, cause y'all, these niggas is bugging out.
And that is what he's looking to do. What better place to be other than Texas? Shouts out to my Texans out there too, by the way. Love y'all, DFW, Dallas, and of course Houston as well. I can't forget about San Antonio.
Barely touching Rick Ross. What type of execution?
Allegedly, right? So even with this, you know, I will say this does not help Drake at all. In fact, I'm going to be real with you. Can I be honest with the vibe?
According to the internet, I beg to differ. I beg to differ, buddy. Beg to differ. Because this is the thing. Y'all want to put it on him, but then says it doesn't look good on him or whatever because he's doing this puppeteer master and shit. But it wasn't him, and it was still niggas from Canada, in Canada, standing on business for Canada. So I don't see how it, I don't see how it doesn't look any more perfect. Because at the end of the day, he didn't order the shit. He didn't have anything to do with it. But things happened. What happened happened. So I don't think it could look more perfect because people are gonna do what they're gonna do. But Ross being arrogant, thinking that, and let's be clear, we're not gonna sit here and act like Ross probably didn't even already have his phone out, already have his little Instagram story shit being recorded, getting ready to record, and try to troll that he was in Canada playing that song, trying to get it in, sneak it in last minute before he dip up out of there. But that wasn't about to fly. So it's crazy how you guys want to put 100% of all the blame and responsibility on Drake, and we're just gonna act like Ross, just like this shouldn't happen to Ross. Okay.
Icon looking guys that did
Can
this.
you bleed him yet?
Yeah, y'all didn't bleed him. And I don't,
That's
people
what
say,
I was thinking too.
Yeah.
It didn't embarrass Rick Ross. It was a bad execution.
Then they said it was Rick Ross's bodyguard. I said that you don't know that.
It didn't embarrass Rick Ross. You spent the last 2 months talking about white boy, white boy, white boy, just to get punched in the face by one. How is that not embarrassing? On top of that, you tried to sneak a nigga. Let's just because they're telling me Ross didn't get embarrassed. I would beg to differ. And this is embarrassment number one. You just got punched in the face by a white boy. And after which you tried to run down on this man with the white hat, and then as soon as he seen you coming, you backed off. Ross backed off. And then you watch your man, your homie, your security guard, along with Sam Sneak, your DJ, get packed out. But you're out. You leave. You make sure you're out of there. And that's not embarrassing. Apparently, that's not embarrassment in these niggas' eyes. So I mean, hey, if that's what y'all want to go with, that's cool with me. But if that's what y'all want to go with, hey,
That could have been someone doing temporary work. You might have jumped another Canadian citizen.
Right? I don't know who that fat nigga is with the dreads. Maybe it's Rick Ross, part of his
Shouts out
security.
to people working temp.
But why he getting beat up more than Rick Ross? He flipping him over. He's barely touching Rick Ross.
nigga, cause Rick Ross was hitting the feet, nigga. He was out of there. He was on jets, nigga. The fuck is you talking about? You blind? You must have not seen all the angles. Cause Ross was out of there. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Cause they was giving that nigga the beats. They was treating that nigga like he was Ross. And they was beating on that nigga like how they should have been beating on Ross. But at the end of the day, that nigga just gonna have to take that L. But even still, Ross was gone and left them niggas to fend for themselves. Don't just skip over that like you didn't see that part. The rest of us, we seen that part. Ross was not about to put anything on the line to save any of his friends or security. Well, security, they supposed to be doing their job, but at the end of the day, security was scared to do their job fully. There's one security guard who was the one getting his ass whipped, who actually was trying to do part of his job. The rest of them niggas was gone, just like Ross.
What type of execution is this?
That's what I said. Again, this doesn't make Drake look good, but I told you all at the end of August, in the beginning of September, he's going to have an answer for that ass. I'm just going to be real with you all. That's all I can say at this point in time. But these moves like this, poorly executed, it just diminishes the already dwindling presence in a space that Drake held proudly, which was rap. Okay, he wasn't really concerned about hip hop. He wasn't. He didn't care.
Yeah, like I'm done with these niggas. I'm done with these niggas. Like niggas like this don't. Y'all really gotta get y'all shit together. Like I'm not gonna lie, you don't know what you're talking about. Again, and I'm gonna just reiterate, just very quickly, like y'all should just leave it either to the professionals or to the niggas who are actually in tune with culture right now. We're talking about the culture right now, not the culture back then. We need the people that's in tune with the culture right now. And y'all niggas, y'all can have y'all platform, but like I said, just stick to the old head shit, because y'all don't know what you're talking about over here. You going off talking dribble, talking about Drake's playing border control, and at the end of the day, now that we know the situation a little bit more, you niggas sound even more stupid. Y'all sound even more dumb. And it's your bias shows even more and more clear. So it's just like I don't get it. I really don't get it. These niggas is blowing the phone up. But yeah, I can't listen to any more of that. We're gonna we're gonna move on. Because hopefully these niggas get it together, but I don't think they are. It's obvious that you niggas got your Drake hate and shit like that. So I mean, y'all niggas are not real Kendrick fans. Y'all have your own personal vendetta, whatever that may be. That's just gonna be what it is. But you know, we can't condone the shit that comes out of y'all mouths and take it as gospel or take it as anything worth hearing in the first place. So, and that just is what it is. But let me get into the next little piece of news that we got. Shit, we gonna have to do part 2 to this, cause I do gotta run in a little bit, and I'll be right back. But real quick, because this is important. Where is it? And this is moving on from hip hop news real quick, to move on to just some Lakers family news. Lakers family, let's take the time to welcome DeMar fucking DeRozan to the Los Angeles fucking Lakers, bro. I was hoping that we made some type of move, at least, nigga, at least, bro. This one seems like a pretty solid move. We can work with this new coach. We got another solid star on the team to complement James and Anthony Davis. We got our new coach JJ Redick. We got plenty of people signing back like D'Lo, Max Christie also coming back on a 4-year contract. I believe I seen for about $32 million. And a couple people coming back. Just about everybody coming back. Austin Reeves, Rui, Vanderbilt, and I think even some talks of Spencer Dinwiddie. But this is the one we want to see right here. DeMar DeRozan coming to really put some points on the board, make those games against us a little bit tougher. And I feel like now we just got to lock in on some defense and defensive schemes and plays. And this team has the potential to be a monster contender this year. I feel like the Denver is breaking it up, and we're gonna have plenty of time. We're gonna have plenty of time to get our team together and get us to where we need to be. Says he's finalizing a 3-year, $120 million contract. My boy is coming back home to LA, and he's coming to the right LA. Meanwhile, the Clippers are being broken up. And let me just say this. Oh my God. Oh, I'm flaming niggas today. I wish I had a little bit more time to flame you niggas. Because I probably would sit here for another hour and just flame you niggas. First of all, let me start. This goes out to my homie Fly High Drew. I'm tired of you Clippers fans coming out here, coming out of the woodworks, you know, every once in a blue, every about like they come around like a comet cycle where they just miraculously show up and feel like they run LA. They feel like they're the real LA team. They feel like they're better than the 17-time champion Lakers, which is absurd. Here's what I want to say to the Clippers fans. From now on, just stay in you guys should just stay in your place. You will never, ever be the Lakers. And I know y'all wish y'all probably had that DeRozan play. You just lost PG. It's looking like you're going to lose Westbrook, which Westbrook should stay his ass right there. I don't know why. That nigga need to stay his ass right in LA. But the Clippers don't want his ass either, because that nigga is trash. But to my Clippers fans, this is really the Clippers fans and these Clipper motherfuckers and my homie Fly High Drew, who you niggas really thought that y'all had something. You thought you had something with Lob City. You thought you had something with Kawhi and PG. And then you thought you had something when you added James Harden and Russell Westbrook, and you still failed. You still failed. Let this be a lesson, because we tell you guys every year that history will repeat itself. And it doesn't seem like you guys understand that or know how to take that in. But that is what it is. This is LA, and that means Lakers country, Lakers city, Lakers kingdom, purple and gold, nothing else. We made history in that city. The Lakers put banners up in that building. The Lakers have made moment after moment, gave championship after championship, parade after parade. Y'all just gotta respect it. And see, maybe if y'all would start approaching y'all little bit of success as regular season champions, maybe if y'all started approaching y'all little bit of success a little bit more humbly, then maybe y'all would actually get somewhere past the first round. But right now is not that time. This year is not that year. Next year, it most likely won't be that year either. It won't. I'm just being honest. It won't. So, with that being said, it's back to the drawing boards for you niggas. So I hope y'all do a good job. Hope the scouting is A1. You no longer have Jerry West as well. So RIP to Jerry West. But it's not looking good. So maybe you guys can make some you know, some good investments, some good trades or something like that, and make something shake. But I don't think that's happening with Kawhi Leonard on your roster. Not if he continues to be allergic to the playoffs. So, yeah, Clippers fans, I hope being in this position again, being back at square one once again, just reminds you of your place in history. of your place in reality. Just don't try that we run LA shit again. LA our way bullshit. We don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear it. So, like I said, congratulations. It's looking like we got DeRozan. We looking real forward to that. Let me go ahead and follow my boy, you know what I'm saying? Born and raised in Compton, now he back home. And yeah, we gonna make something shake this year. I'm gonna be real excited to watch these games. It's gonna be excited to see him, Bron, AD on the court. Hopefully, if D'Lo is gonna be on the court too, he can get his shit together. But shit, I'd rather have a little Trae Young or something like that. Now, a little Trae Young or something. I wouldn't mind now. But yeah, it's looking less and less like that might not happen. But that's okay. We'll take what we got, and hopefully these guys continue to build on that. It looks like the GM had his hand on this, so I don't even know if I'm gonna thank Rob, because these last couple of moves they've been a little shaky. But at least we got something done. We did something this off season so far, and yeah, going into the new season, I hope things are looking bright. Now Redick is getting a little bit of better personnel. Hopefully he can, put this to good use and do what he got to do to bring us a chip, because yeah, we cannot let the Boston Celtics have 18 and we have 17. We just caught up. We just tied it up. So we know it's going to be another 20 to 25 years before they win a championship again. So we're the most winningest franchise in recent history. So I think we can make something shake. We're going to get this championship. We got the great LeBron James on the team. Oh, no, welcome, Bronny. If I didn't already mention it last episode, but again, welcome, Bronny. Welcome all the new people to the Lakers family. And I think we're going to get shit shaking. Man. All right. I have to get out of here, but I think this is in dire need of a part 2. So I'm going to be right back in here tonight. I'm going to throw this in here, but shit, we gonna throw part 2 up in this bitch tonight, and we gonna finish breaking down some more topics, because there's a lot of shit going on tonight. It's a lot of shit going on today. And yeah, like I said, congratulations to the new Lakers. Ross, we hope you put some ice on that shit, my brother, because again, the niggas that was packing you out, they don't even look that tough. They don't even look that tough for you to be going through all of that, my brother. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, the niggas that you was fucking with, they don't look that tough. They didn't seem like, they, especially the one that you got scared of. I mean, it almost looked like you can take him, but I guess you didn't want people to see the real skills, and you do be having the seizures, running out of breath, shit like that. So maybe fighting is not the best thing for you to do. But hey, maybe you shouldn't go to Canada and play and not like us, and then antagonizing people to do something. So at least get better security before you start talking like that. Okay, maybe just up the price just a tad bit, and you'll be good after that. So yeah, this has been another episode of the Doja Room. I am your boy, Dope Boy Diesel, and yeah, I'm gonna be coming back in here tonight with some more flavor, but this is part 1. We got so much more to get into. We got reactions from Drake. We got reactions from Rick Ross. We got reactions from a couple of people. But we're gonna get into these reactions about what happened on part 2 when I get back in here. You know what I'm saying? So this has been another episode of the Doja Room. I'm your boy, Dope Boy Diesel, and I'm out.